Hey friends, welcome to another episode of Phantom Curiosities. Now, we've all heard of Krampus, I'm sure, but have you heard of the Christmas witch, the holiday witch, named FRAU PERCHTA? This is probably one of the most creepiest folklore characters we've ever covered, so let's get started. FRAU PERCHTA isn't as well known as Krampus these days, which is a shame, because this Christmas time, goddess, witch, all-around terrifying gal deserves a lot more press. She's a staple in the Alpine regions of southern Germany and Austria, but relatively under the radar in North America. So let's get to know FRAU PERCHTA a little better, shall we? According to the author of The Old Magic of Christmas, which is a book, FRAU PERCHTA was also known as Berchta or Bertha and has also been called Spinnstubenfrau or Spinning Room Lady. She is often depicted with a beaked nose made of iron, dressed in rags, perhaps carrying a cane, and generally resembles a decrepit old crone. But this old crone packs a mighty wallop and carries a long knife hidden under her skirt. She also bears the resemblance to the Scandinavian goddess Frigga, and both of them share one obsession in common: spinning, specifically, and domestic neatness generally. Frankly, she's pretty judgy about the state of your home for a woman who dresses all in rags. Legend has it that you better get all your flax spun by the 12th night on January 6th, for when the Christmas season was over, it would be time to set up the big upright loom, at which time you must have enough thread to wrap it and start your weaving. And what's FRAU PERCHTA's punishment for those lazy ladies who haven't finished all their weaving? In Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, there were numerous tales of FRAU PERCHTA trampling and even setting fire to the half-spun fibers. And if you should really irritate her, like say not only is your flax not spun, but your house is a total mess, this domestic goddess witch hates a messy house, and you've even failed to leave out a traditional bowl of porridge for her. Well, then her rampaging will extend far beyond your spinning room. She'll do nothing less than steal into your bedroom, disembowel you, and replace your guts with rocks and straw. But Perchta does more than just check up on your spinning. Other legends equate FRAU PERCHTA with the legend of the Wild Hunt and say that she flies through the night sky, attended by an army of lost souls, including the demonic-looking Perchtant, her army of servants who are visually nearly indistinguishable from Krampus. The only way to know for sure is context. Krampus rides abroad at St. Nicholas Eve, while the Perchtant tend more toward Epiphany, and at the last 3 Thursdays before Christmas, also known as Birchtal Nights or Knocking Nights, also among her army of the night are the souls of unbaptized children. Legend has it, if you hear the wind and thunder roaring and rumbling through the mountains on the Birchtal Nights, you're really hearing the sounds of Perchta leading the wild hunt. Another one of FRAU PERCHTA's names is Hol, a winter goddess whose name means shining or bright, hence her association with Epiphany, the shining night on which the Star of Bethlehem shone down. Her dual nature is expressed in the fact that there are both evil or ugly Perchtant and pretty Perchtant, both of whom you might find in a typical Perchlof or Perchtant run in the Alpine regions of Europe. The pretty Perchtant are all well and good, but honestly, I'm a bigger fan of evil Perchta, and she's the one I love to fear in these days leading up to Christmas. With every passing moment, my anxiety mounts as I try to finish, if not all my spinning, all my housework, and cleaning in time for Christmas season. As I sweep and mop and clean and dust, I visualize the old crone sneaking into my kitchen late at night, running with her withered claw-like fingers over the baseboards and tops of the cupboards, checking for dust. She creeps through the house like a mad Martha Stewart crossed with the Grinch who stole Christmas. And if I should fail my housekeeping, well, let's just say it really motivates me to pick up around the house. There are new stories emerged about this Christmas hag who have captured and eaten children, or stuffed children into her sack and carried them away. And worse, new legends emerged that FRAU PERCHTA, who would kill you by slitting your stomach open and stuffing it with straw and stones if your home wasn't clean enough, or if you haven't finished your spinning. Church officials of the time turned her into a female version of Krampus, an evil counterpart of St. Nicholas. Keep in mind these are the years between 1415 and 1700. It's also known as the Burning Times in German history. The country dealt with a Protestant Revolution, the 30th Years' War, and politically unstable. During this time, around 100,000 people were accused of witchcraft, and many were killed. Fear and uncertainty were very powerful motivator at the time. According to a new legend, if a child were found to be a liar, Perchta would scrape out their eyes with glass. If she was unsatisfied with your behavior, or you left a dirty home, or worst of all, your spinning for the year was unfinished, she would slice open your belly and stuff it with straw and pebbles. Also, stomping on your unfinished work. In some cases, stories of her having a deformed goose foot that she would stomp around with. In Austria's groups calling themselves Perchtant would dress in masks and costumes and perform rituals to frighten away the ghostly followers of Perchta and wake up the spirits of the new year. But along with the ugly Perchtant, there were also beautiful Perchtant, a reflection of Perchta's white woman, who would bring luck to villagers. The church banned these traditions, but they were still never completely lost. So this January 6th, instead of moaning over the fact that Christmas is over, why not celebrate Perchtentag by telling your kids they better clean up their rooms or Frau Perchta will come and disembowel them in the night. Kids love that sort of thing. Happy holidays, and may Frau Perchta smile upon you. So that is the creepy tale about Frau Perchta. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Phantom Curiosities. Leave me a comment on what you would love to see on this series next. We try to do this at least once a month, especially in the new year, telling really creepy folklore tales and trying to turn into one of the characters from them. I hope you guys enjoy. I cannot wait to tell more creepy stories and turn into more crazy out there characters. Subscribe for more videos like this. You can also follow me on TikTok, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!